to think that's great to be about the fact that we're talking about She Shines, and I'm looking at all these beautiful African American women. And last year, the reason why I know we're shining because I was a volunteer at this conference.
All male panel, questions about love, relationship from his perspective on how to love a woman. Oh, that was good.
Young people in just to show them what's going on in the community and try to get them engaged in different types of employment opportunities. So, every day I'm trying to do something that empowers them.
Type of new information that's going to help them to be able to apply it to their life.
And we are talking to women who are empowering women to be civically engaged.
You ladies know that we're here, we're ready to participate in any way, shape, or form.
You got to get your ducks in a row, and it's all a part of our witness.
And I am here, we're talking about all things style. So, should telling women that they can shine in their own style.
Oh, okay, so I'm going to have to pick your brain.
So amazing just to hear these women really speak power, speak truth to power, and to also give us that comforting reminders.
But then I was just like, if I don't do it now, when will I? And then my children kept reinforcing in me what I've enforced in them all their lives.
Advancing in your career and different challenges and obstacles that you might face, particularly as a woman.
With that in mind, just know that God had already assessed your ability, and He know you got this. So don't stress out. If you
This conference has really blessed me. I've been consulting God about some things, and Robin just reassured me that whatever God told me to do, that I need to do it and do it in excellence and do it with class. And this is what it was. It was classy, but also it was anointed. Everybody that got up and ministered, the testimonies were just like out of this world. Like I couldn't ask for anything else.
Hey. You're shining bright on this Wednesday. Yay. I am here. Woo. Listen. I know I said it last time. That would be our last Facebook Live, but I could not resist. Had to come back on again. So are you shining bright this morning? Rise and shine and give God the glory. Woo! We are here. Y'all I said we because we have someone who's going to be joining us shortly. But before I bring her on, let me tell you, we are in countdown mode. Saturday, November 12th at the New Covenant Church. We will be hosting our 3rd annual She Shines Conference. I'm telling you, I am so excited. So I just want to once again, just thank all of you. Yeah, all you and you. Thank all of you for your support, your love, your texts, your calls, your posts, your emails, and especially those who registered. Oh my God, ladies, you are in for a treat. A big shout out to all the women, all the young adults, all of you who said, yes, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to register for this conference. So we're expecting you. Oh, and by the way, just in case, because I was receiving some emails. Listen, dress comfortably, right? I know we have the red carpet event, but that's okay. You don't have to get all glitzy and glamour. I just want you to come. Wear your comfortable shoes. I'm telling you, we'll be walking around. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be doing some movement, right? We're going to be doing a little shout unto the Lord, giving God some praise up in there. We're going to be dancing. So listen. As we say in the church, just come as you are. Absolutely. So we're looking forward to you coming and joining us. Now, I want to bring on a special guest. I'm so excited. Ladies and gentlemen, I love this young lady. And yes, I said young. I love this young lady, right? She is known throughout not only the city of Philadelphia, but the state of Pennsylvania. The work that she does in PR and journalism. She is a veteran. I want to welcome to join me on this day, yes, our last Facebook Live. I said that before. But yes, come on. I know I can't hear you, but as people say in church, put your hands together for the one and only Thera Martin.
Woo! Good morning, good morning, good morning. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. I'm excited. It's time for She Shines Celebrating Sisterhood Conference this Saturday. And I'm just thrilled, Robin, that I'm blessed. I'm blessed that I can be here in Philadelphia. God knows what he's doing. When we don't think he knows what he's doing.
Oh, he knows. He knows. He's omniscient. He knows everything, right?
Yes.
Even if we feel like we're kept in the dark, that's okay, because we have to walk by faith and not by sight. And that's what the whole She Shines Celebrating Sisterhood, that's what we do. We are walking this out by faith. What we do, right? It's a faith walk. But listen, Sarah, before we get into the She Shines Conference, which I am so excited about. Now, I don't know if y'all can see clearly, right? But what color are my glasses, Thera?
I see some blue.
And my dress is what color?
Oh, and I see some more blue.
And do you know Daddy's favorite color was blue?
Yeah.
So it's a blue day for me, right? I'm so excited. I know it. I kept telling folks, we gotta hang in there.
Hang in there.
We do the work. And guess what? Okay, here we go.
It is a beautiful to see things unfolding like they are. Civic responsibility is so very important, and we're glad to see that so many people did the right thing on yesterday, General Election Day in the nation.
You know, and I'm so proud of the people who worked so diligently, so hard. They were committed, canvassing, phone banking. Doesn't matter what your political affiliation is. The folks were out there, doing the work, right? People were registering to vote, right? People were in lines. People mailed in their ballots. Yes, there were some glitches and, things like that. Okay, we kind of expect that, right?
Yes.
But nonetheless, I just want to take a moment to celebrate and to acknowledge everyone who was engaged in the process.
Yes.
That's a lot of work. That's hard work. That's commitment. That was sacrifice. And so I don't want to be remiss in not acknowledging those here locally, statewide, and nationwide, all throughout this nation, who pound the payments, right?
Yep,
who made the phone calls, who did the mailers, right? Who knocked on doors, right? Who lend their knowledge, skills, and abilities to support, right? Their candidates to do their civic duty. A big shout out to them. We may not know all of them, their names, right? But we know behind the candidates, right? Behind the parties, there are some hard-working, committed people. And I just want to take this moment to say thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I do, because, we can't take that for granted. We shouldn't take it for granted, right? The young as well as the seasoned, they were out there. So again,
people came out.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. And so I'm so thankful for all of you. You right there who's watching. Yeah, you. Yeah, and you too, right? Yes. Yes, I can't forget about you. I want to say thank you. Thank you for your labor. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your commitment. And Thera, I want to share a good segue about our conference. You know, when we first, Dad and I were talking about doing a conference for women, and Dad was like, Robin, you get and do it. For those of you who don't know, my dad is the late Reverend Dr. Robert P. Shine Sr. here. And well, of course, native Philadelphia. Now he's home in glory. But when I shared this thought, what I believe the Lord had laid upon my heart, while Thera, I was recovering, not fully recovered, battling cancer, breast cancer.
Yes.
And isn't that something? How the Lord, you're in a situation. He doesn't wait till you're fully well and everything is perfect and hunky dory, and just a flowery bed of ease, and you have no. In the midst of our challenges, right? Because God sees something greater. He sees something bigger, right? He knows us. He knows our frame. And as we trust him, right? And we and not look with our eyesight, but with our faith sight. Ah, I like that. Eyesight, faith sight, right?
Yes.
And we do the work. And so with She Shines Conference, which is celebrating sisterhood's signature conference, three core values are pillars. Are social justice, health and wellness, and spiritual enrichment.
Yes.
Those three. Social justice / voting rights, and so I'm so excited that we are in a position where we are able to, and here it is, our mission statement, to mobilize, to empower, to inspire, and to offer hope to women, so that they could fulfill their own God-given purpose and realize the dreams that they have for themselves, right? So that's it in a nutshell. So, Thera, I want people to know that, yay, you have come to Philadelphia to join us in the She Shines Conference. I am so excited. Yes, Thera Martin will be in the house, people. Yes, snap. She will be joining us. And you know what? Thera had to know, but this is Thera. She said, Robin, I'm just gonna come with my black pants and my white shirt and my sneakers, and I'm just gonna help. I'm gonna volunteer. Say what? Volunteer? I mean, thank you, and I appreciate you wanting to volunteer, but it shows your heart. I'm like, well, you got to do double duty. You can volunteer, but we got to have you on the program as well.
Okay.
So I am so excited. So, Thera,
I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm ready to work.
That's what I'm talking about. So, okay, you tell me your thoughts, your experience, because you were a big help. Over the past 2 years, you weren't able to be there in the past 2 years, but guess what? You're in the house now. So come on, let's talk. We want to hear from you about the She Shines Conference. And should I tell them? Yes. What, or should be surprised what you're going to do at the conference?
Well, we don't have to necessarily tell them what I'm going to do, but certainly we want people to know that we have every woman, every person that walks into the New Covenant facility, the church on Saturday, is blessed and awesome and a VIP. Everybody, every single person that walks in. But we've got some extra star power that's going to be there with us on this Saturday to really set the tone for the day. And anyone who knows Cheryl Lee Ralph, superstar, Emmy Award-winning Cheryl Lee Ralph, who we claim in Philadelphia as our own. If you know her, if you've been in the room where she has spoken once before, you know you're going to get a special treat with her. That woman comes in and she pounds a shot of energy into the room, into the existence of every person listening to her. And so I am very excited about Cheryl being there to start the day off and to put us in the right frame of mind to go through this day and to have the right spirit to be able to take in everything that we can get out of the She Shines Celebrating Sisterhood Conference 2022. I am excited, and I'm thankful, and I'm just, thanking God and praising God for allowing me to be back home in Philadelphia and at such a special time in the history of our city and our state. So we've got the She Shines conference this weekend and all the great work that you do year round to lift up women through your organization, which is a nonprofit. But so many other great things happening in Philadelphia and in our state, including a very good election day of yesterday. So I'm tipping my hat off, just as Robin did, to all the voters, all the people who came out, all the people who volunteered to make the election a good day yesterday. And we're excited about the volunteers and the people who will join us on Saturday at 7300 Germantown Avenue for the 3rd annual She Shines Celebrating Sisterhood Conference. I can't wait for Saturday to get here.
Woo! Y'all hear that voice, that radio voice, that professional radio voice? Oh my God. Let me tell you, Thera is a keeper. Whether she knows it or not, she is a keeper. She ain't going nowhere with us, right?
You said it right around the time when God called your father home, that I was going to be a part of your family till God called us home, and I accept that challenge based on all that I learned from your father and how good he was to me, and giving me opportunities to work with him and doing public relations with him, and now with his beautiful daughter.
You know what? Yeah, speaking of my dad, and that's how we met. My dad years ago, right? I'll share a funny story. I don't even know if you remember this. So when the church was on Eastburn Avenue, and I remember stopping by, and you were there meeting with my dad in his office, and I felt I'm like, oh my gosh, Dad, could you have cleaned it up a little bit? All these papers and your books and your sermons and pens and papers and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking like, what in the world? But just like Dad, he conducts his meetings and he knew where everything was. Like, could you just clear a little space off so at least she could rest her elbows on? I remember that so vividly. I'm like, oh gosh, Daddy, listen. But nonetheless, I am so, I am so blessed to have had the father that I've had. And I make no apologies, and I will continue, if you will, to sing his praises, to honor him, to acknowledge him, and to keep his legacy alive and going. Because I know the impact that he has had on my life and in my family's life. And I continue to hear, and this is no lie, I continue to hear from folks near and far about the impact that my dad has made in their lives. And that says a lot. That says a lot.
Sure.
When the works that you do, it speaks for you, right?
Yes.
And so that should be with all of us, that we should adopt that thinking, that mindset, right? It's not about the status, and even if you have the status, and we applaud you and those, who have ascended to different positions and titles, but at the end of the day, right?
Right.
What are people saying about you?
Right.
That's all that matters, right? Is God pleased with the work, with the assignment that he has given us to do, right? So it doesn't matter, Thera, for me, and I said it from the very beginning when we started off celebrating sisterhood, and I'll continue to say it, right? It doesn't matter if you are a crossing guard, a CEO, chairwoman, or man of a board. Doesn't matter if you are a stay-at-home mom. It doesn't matter if you serve in a key managerial position. For me, none of that matters. What matters is the fact that we do what God has called us to do, and that's to serve mankind, to help, to assist, to share, to uplift, to empower, right? To offer hope, to be the light, right? To flick somebody else's wick so their light can shine on, right? And so that's what it's like. Do they see the love of God, Christ, in us and through us by what we do? So, and I'm so
It's shining.
blessed, right, to be surrounded by so many, first, as Hebrews would say, a great cloud of witnesses, and surrounded by so many people who have come alongside. And I don't take that for granted. And said, Robin, you can continue to do this.
Yes.
The mantle has been passed, right? Yes, this is a transition. And I'll talk about this a little later on Saturday. But I come to find out, I've learned, I am now aware that transitions, no matter how it comes and in what forms, if we look hard enough, and we really don't have to look that hard, transitions provide opportunities for us to go to our next level, to walk through, right? Absolutely. So with the transitioning of my dad, as hard as that was, and still, of course, everybody who knows me knows, that's right, my heartbeat, right?
Yeah.
But now I have moved from, as I said earlier, I've moved from eyesight now to insight. Right? And I'm like, wow. So I can continue the work. He may not be here physically, but just like Jesus, he's here with me in spirit, right?
Yes.
And like Dad would say, a charge to keep I have, and a God to glorify. And so I adopted that, right? And Dad's favorite song, because it was even at his homegoing, it was sung. I am on the battlefield for my Lord.
Yes, yes.
And he will always sing that song. Doesn't matter whether he was in church, wherever, in the car, at home. And he said the lyrics are, and I promise him that I will serve him until I die.
Yes.
I am on the battlefield for my Lord. So this is me. This is where I am. Like that. I'm on this battlefield. You're on the battlefield. We have so many amazing women who will be presenting, and men on Saturday who are on the battlefield. And sometimes on the battlefields, there are, of course, casualties. Some of us, get wounded. But always know you're not on the battlefield by yourself, right? There's someone else or others that are around you, right? And so that will pull you up, lift you up, and speak life to you and say, let's do this. So I'm excited. We have some amazing people who will be joining us, right? Let me tell you, so our theme is It's About Time, right?
Yes.
And think about it. It's about time. It's about time. So, the question is asked, what is it about time for you? Right? And so we centered our workshop themes, or discussions rather, around it's about time. It's about time for us to prepare for the change. As women, our bodies go through a lot of changes, right? Mind, body, and soul, right? It's about time for us to really know the facts about cancer. You and I, we can talk about that, right? So we have Fox Chase Cancer coming in. It's about time for those of us who are entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, to know how to pitch your business, your product, your service. We have Carla Clarkson coming in, joining us. We have sister friend, Registrar Tracy Gordon, and her team from the city of Philadelphia. They're going to be coming in, talking about, register of wills and what's required and what's true and not true, and entangled titles and a whole 9 yards. So,
hey, Robin, I love the title of her workshop. It's about time to get your house in order. Go ahead, Tracy. Go ahead, Tracy.
Yes. So we do got to get our houses in order. Absolutely.
Yes.
Then, of course, just fresh off of the election, we're going to have our own sister Barbara Arwine from out of DC, President, CEO of Transformative Justice Coalition, who has fought across this country. We've seen her on TV, on the news cycle. We even seen her be arrested in DC with some of our other female Black elected officials. But they listen. doing the work. We have our own Commissioner Omar Sabir who'll be joining us there. Felicia Parker Cox. Now, you know, she's out of Congressman Dwight Evans' office.
Yes.
Woo-hoo! So we have her. And then Angelique Hinton, PA Youth Vote. This young lady, she is doing her thing with the young adults, with the young people.
And we need them.
Yes. And then the one and only Kier Gray Esquire. We got some heavy hitters who's going to be coming in talking about how now we can leverage our vote, right? And now that we cast our vote, how we hold our elected officials accountable, and understanding the different dynamics within the state, the city, state, and federal government, its operations and stuff. So we're excited about that. Now, Thera, you and I, if we were honest, we have had seasons in our lives where we've been multitasking, being busy, being here, there, everywhere, you know, putting on our pantyhose while brushing our teeth, right? And putting on makeup at the same time.
How about putting a gown on in the car? Oh God.
You know, we as women, we do all of these things, and for a good reason, for a purpose. But there comes a time when we have to rest. We have to carve out time for ourselves. You know, the buzzword, everyone's talking about self-care, self-care, self-care. So I'm so excited that we're going to have Dr. Marquita Williams, who will be joining me as we talk about it's about time to rest, refocus, and refuel.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah. And then we have, talking about our young people, we have a panel that is comprised of young adult women. Young adult women. And this will be facilitated by Levon Nichols. And we also have Waukesha Bailey from CBS 3. Woo-hoo! Who will be joining us. And of course, I could not have this panel without at least extending the invitation and expecting her to say, yes, Mom. My own daughter, Raven Maddox, will be on the panel, along with Jennifer Harris and Nerea Traylor, some phenomenal young adult women who are just getting started, getting out there. And so we titled their workshop, It's About Time We Talk with Our Young Women, So Let Us Listen. Let us listen to them.
It's going to be powerful. It is going to be powerful. And so for people who have not yet connected to get a ticket to confirm that they're going to be there, we can still get some folks in the room, so to speak. Correct, Robin? We still got space.
Yes, we still have space. Woo! Do we have space? But you must register. And there's a reason behind that. Right? There's a reason behind that. And so because we want to account for, you know, everyone, because we have a responsibility, right, to those who are our sponsors and our donors when we make when we submit our reports, right?
Yes.
And that's so important. And a lot of people don't understand the behind the scenes and all what it takes to put together an event, any type of event, right?
A lot of work.
It's a lot of work, a lot of moving parts, the whole 9 yards. And so we're still putting it out there because we were blessed, Thera. We were just recently blessed. And I did my best to get the word out that the generosity of some people, they wanted to make sure that those who could not afford, and you determine if you can't afford it or not, right? I'm not the police, I'm not checking that, but they really desire to come. They want to attend. So with the generosity of those individuals and businesses, we have, if you will, scholarships, sponsorships, where they could just register to come. Awesome. And so here we are. And so you can reach out. Today is Wednesday. Today, by emailing me at Celebrating Sisterhood with the number 1. So Celebrating Sisterhood 1 at gmail.com. Or you can call me at 267-328-4592. But we need those names ASAP. And again, there's a reason, there are several reasons behind that. First of all, we want to make sure that at least you get some food in your stomach.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, we really don't, if we have to, but we really don't want to, you know, like in the Bible, the story about the 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, but they had a multitude of people. And then we're sitting there Saturday like, oh, Jesus, we kind of short. You know, we only got a little bit of breadcrumbs left, then we have to pray and then over it and then like give thanks and then let God just do what he does.
Yes.
But nonetheless, this is who we are.
Yes.
This is what we do. And so we want to bless the women who desire to attend. So it doesn't matter your income status or if you can afford it or not, right? This is what we do. And this is how we bless other people. And we can do that because God has blessed us with sponsors. And we're so grateful to our premier sponsors, Dedicated Senior Medical Center and Independence Blue Cross, who came on and they said, we're going to partner together so that you can do this conference to service, to provide, to help, to engage women. And so we're so blessed to have them as our premier sponsors, along with Temple Fox Chase, Department of Behavioral Health and Intellectual Disabilities. We also have Sikoff, Pincus, and Green, attorneys at law. Gary Green, I give a big shout out to him. A wonderful law firm. And yes, I'm putting a plug in for him. One of my dad's best friends. They've been rocking and rolling for years, right? Can you imagine? Because I sat in many times listening to an attorney and a pastor, and they're going at it, right? Litigating, you know, situations.
Wow.
Right? Oh my God. So I'm so grateful to Gary Green and the Sikoff, Pincus, and Green attorney at law for continuing to be supportive, and it's taken me under their wings as well. So grateful for, oh my gosh, there's so many other sponsors and donors that came aboard to support Independence Blue Cross Foundation, which is different from Independence Blue Cross. A big shout out to them. Big shout out to Anita Lewis and AmeriHealth Keystone First. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support, your generosity. Thank you to also our donors. There's Wawa. We got Starbucks. Ah!
Wow.
Starbucks, right? They've come on board. I mentioned Wawa. Small Things, which is a nonprofit food distribution organization. So we're grateful to them. And there's many others I can't, and please forgive me, I can't recall right now, but some amazing sponsors. A big shout out to, drum roll please, she has walked me through this from the very beginning when I made the decision, emotional decision, say, yes, I'm going to do it. And I started late. And that is Barbara Chavou. I don't know if many people know who she is, but let me tell you, she has been amazing. Oh, I can't even begin to share with those who are listening and those who are watching, right? That, you know, Barbara, and here's the thing. I heard of her by way of my dad, you know, her name and the work that her and my dad, in terms of education.
Yes.
And with Somerset Academy. But what's interesting is, look at life, I never met her face to face.
Wow.
And it wasn't until August. And I'll share that story because that was a God moment there. And she just spoke. And that's how through our conversation, our initial conversation, me meeting her, that's how we came up with the theme. She said, Robin, it's about time.
Mm. And it's so fitting, and it's just perfect for the days that we are living in. And we have got to time manage. We have got to really recognize and appreciate every precious moment. And so we've got to learn how to use those moments and use that time properly to make a difference. I know in my life, that's what I want to do. It's not just about Thera. It's not just about Thera and her daughter and her son and her grandchildren. It's about the world. And we've got to reach back. Those of us that have the ability, and I'm not rich. I'm not, I don't have like all of this money that I can just say, here's $1 million over here, and here's, $20,000 for this group. But with whatever abilities or blessings that we have, I do believe that God expects us to give back. And so that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to serve. I am pumped up and excited about Saturday. This Saturday, November the 12th, Philadelphia, the place to be, 7300 Germantown Avenue at the New Covenant Church campus. We will be there for the 3rd annual She Shines Celebrating Sisterhood Conference, and we cannot wait for Saturday to get here. We're starting at 9 a.m.
Well, the doors open at 8 for
8
registration check-in with continental breakfast, and the people can begin to peruse and walk around and check out the vendors. And then we open at 9. Go ahead.
At 9 a.m. we officially kick off, and we'll have this wonderful opening welcome speech, keynote from Cheryl Lee Ralph, and we're excited about her being there with us. And I know that you and Cheryl have a very special relationship, and that's a blessing. And so we're looking forward to seeing her and the message that she will deliver, because I think she is going to, again, be that injection of juice and power that we need, that will carry us through the day, so that every woman, every participant that comes in and is a part of what we do with the She Shines Conference this Saturday, they're going to be triply blessed for having been there.
Yes, and can I say this? And so we are at least I would say a little creative with Cheryl and delivering her address. I call it the tag team factor, because immediately following her address, right? I am so excited that Dr. R.G. Allen, she's going to take it the next step up further, right? And then she's going to delve into, right, talking about why it is time for us to shine and what we need to do to shine. So it's a tag team. It's Cheryl and Dr. R.G. Allen Wilson. She's from Philadelphia. She's a therapist. She's hilarious. I think she's hilarious, right? But she knows her stuff. We've seen her on television. She's an author, and they're both sorors. So I'm like, wait a minute. We got a tag team factor in the play. So I'm telling you, ladies, all of you want to be there. As Thera said, we're kicking it off at 9 o'clock. I mean, come on, a tag team? Woo!
Yep. Now,
awesome.
for people who want to know, well, how long is the day? Is it an all day? Do we go till 7 at night, or when does everything wrap up?
Well, let me tell you, it is an all-day conference. We end at 4. Crossing my fingers. You see me crossing my fingers, right? Because you know us, but we have to run the show, right? So we end at 4. But I didn't mention, and let me pause here, because the church New Covenant at 6 o'clock will have a concert featuring, various hymns throughout, church history. And it's free. So after your day, if you just want to like chill and exhale, right? Then by all means, you're welcome to attend the concert, right? And just now you can really end your day after hearing and engaging, all what has been said and the people. Then you can just sit back and you can just listen to the hymns of the church. This continue to fill your soul, to minister to your soul. So our conference, it ends at 4 o'clock. But people are welcome to stay if they want to, or come back, go get something to eat and then come back. And then they can definitely stay for the concert. I do want to say, Thera, we are so blessed, and I do want to highlight the New Covenant Church of Philadelphia. Oh my gosh, their church administrator, Keith Lockett, is amazing. Their team, their administrative team, they're so amazing to work with, to collaborate with. A big shout out to Pastor Emeritus Bishop Milton C. Graham, and then their Pastor Bob. They are wonderful people. A beautiful campus.
Yes.
Beautiful campus. So many buildings on that campus. But I would really be remiss if I did not acknowledge the New Covenant Church family for their support. And this is our third year, as you know, with the conference and being back there. That says a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, that says a lot. So yes, that's it, I think, unless there's anything else we want to talk about, you know, seniors and young adults, you know, moms. So you know what, there was interesting, and sorry, someone had called to inquire about if we had childcare.
Oh.
Yeah. But unfortunately, you know, for our conference, we don't offer, you know, childcare. But that resonate, that stuck in the back of my mind, right? But nonetheless, we welcome everyone, women, to come on and join us on Saturday. And I'm excited about you here in Philadelphia for this at this time for this conference. Yay!
God is good, like we said earlier, and he will work things out. We may think we have a plan, and we find out God has a bigger plan and a better plan. I want to give out the phone number again for people to call who are interested, who are checking us out right now. Where we're talking about the She Shines Celebrating Sisterhood Conference, which is this Saturday, November the 12th. You can call 267-328-4592 and get more information about how you can be engaged, how you can plug in even at this hour to be a part of the conference on this Saturday. That's 267-328-4592. And there's an email address as well if people want to reach out that way too, right, Robin?
Yes, the email address is Celebrating Sisterhood 1, the number 1, don't spell it out. It's Celebrating Sisterhood 1 at gmail.com. And for those who just want to take a peek at those who will be speaking at the conference, they can go to our website, www.sheshinesconference.com, just to, you know, get an overview of who we are, what we do, see the pictures of those who will be joining us on that day. Not all the pictures have been uploaded on that site, but nonetheless, it'll kind of give you a little overview of, you know, who's coming, who's participating. And I
only have one problem. My problem is there's so much good stuff that's going to be happening. The workshops are so meaningful. It's about time we talk with our young women. It's about time to release and move forward. It's about time to get your house in order. It's about time to know all the facts about cancer, and on. These great workshops, and some of them are consecutively. So you got to decide, and that's where I get problematic. I'm like, oh, I want to go to all of them at one time, and you can't.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. I got some news to share with you.
Okay.
Those who attend will have the opportunity to hear all of the workshop presenters, because this year we decided the people spoke from last year. You know, their evaluations, and just what you just said, right? So I'm like, oh my God, how can we get, you know, this to work? So what we decided to do this year, and you guys will report back to us to say if it worked or not, right? That everyone will get to hear all the speakers, all the presenters, because all the workshop discussions will be held in the main sanctuary.
Excellent.
So we're moving this the instead of the attendees moving around and about like we did last year, right? And we learned trial and error, right? We'll have everyone assembled in the main sanctuary and then move our presenters in and out.
Okay.
So we're excited about that. We have, with the exception of, and the Carla Clarkson, it's about time to pitch your product or your service. So we scheduled her at 2 different times, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So just in case, if you miss the morning, right, you can get ahead.
You can still get it.
You can still go to her workshop. So, you know, like I said earlier, it's a lot of moving parts, and we're trying to make it as, you know, efficient and smooth as possible, so everybody will get a chance, have the opportunity, you know, to glean and to experience, you know, the entire conference and hear everyone. So there you have it. So that is our remedy to what you were, you know, what you had just mentioned. And so again, we're fresh, we're new, 3 years old, but that's okay, because we're learning and we're growing as we go along.
Yes.
And so that there you have it. And I want to say that the attendees will have an opportunity to meet and greet and have maybe a short sidebar with our presenters, because after our speakers present, right, have presented, they will be able to speak with and meet with our speakers in the lobby area at the tables. So again, that affords them an opportunity to, you know, get their business card or may ask a quick question or something like that. So that's it.
Be good. It's gonna be good.
I'm so glad, because we shine, you shine, we shine. And even if our wick it's blown out for whatever reason, right?
Yes.
We know we have a good girlfriend or a family member that'll come alongside of and, you know, relight that wick so we can shine. And that's what it's all about, because God has called us to shine. And I say this, right, because there was a point in my life for years where I didn't particularly really like my last name, Shine. There's because I was teased a lot in school. Shine, 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 you know, was mocking my last name. But you know what? But then I come to the realization as I was reading God's word, and I found that my last name, unlike so many other people's names, is in the Bible. Matthew 5:17, it says, "Let your light so shine before all men, so that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." And so I'm so tickled pink because my last name,
I love it.
you can find it in the Bible. And I think I do a pretty good job of shining, being, you know, an extrovert and engaging. So hopefully I live up to my name. Right? But that's what it's all about. So come on, give us some parting words, some closing words.
All right, my closing words are going back to number 267-328-4592. Call the She Shines hotline now. Call today. Let Robin Shine and the rest of her team know that you are coming, that you want to be there. You can pay for a ticket. Very good. If you have some challenges, I think we can still work it out, because we've got some slots that are complimentary slots. And so it's about a positive spirit. It's about getting good vibes. It's about being encouraged. It's about being embraced by other sisters who some of us have gone through some of the same things, some of the same challenges, and we just need some sister love. And we're going to get that sister love on Saturday. She Shines. Give God the glory and shine, shine, shine.
Well, my sister, I thank you so much for joining me early this morning.
Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. You love me unconditionally. And in the loss of your dad, I have you. And I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So that's it, everyone. You know, if you weren't able to, well, please share this. That's what I want to say. Please share this Facebook Live with you know, your friends, your contacts, your those who you're connected to on social media. Lord's willing, we will see you there on Saturday. Come with your smiles, Come with your energy. If you don't have any energy because you're starting the day off early, we got some Starbucks for you. How's that? We have some Starbucks for you. So thank you again. Oh, listen, Thera.
Yeah.
I have an amazing I'm telling you, August, I have to put this in there. So this is the postscript. An amazing team, a committee team who jumped in and said, let's do this, Robin, we have you. I want give a big shout out to our board of directors and our advisory board committee. Thank you. I really couldn't do it, and I have to check in accountability with them, right? And I thank them for trusting me to do what God has called me to do with them overseeing and making sure that I cross my T's, dot my I's. So I just want to say, give a big shout out to those who have served on the committee to help make this happen, and for the Celebrating Sisterhood board of directors and advisory board team.
I know that when you start calling out names, sometimes it can be get yourself in trouble. But it's one name that I gotta call out, because when everybody else was booked and too busy to get with you, 2 nights ago, it was Barbara Shine who sat there next to Robin Shine, and y'all stuffed 500 folders to be prepared for the guest that will join us on this Saturday, November the 12th at the New Covenant Church. It was Barbara Shine, Barbara Shine, and Robin Shine put together 500. I felt so guilty when you told me that last night, and I was nowhere in sight to be there to help. And that's something that I easily should have been able to do. And so Barbara Shine, shouts out to you today. We love you.
Yes. You know what? And thank you. My mom, she's the behind the scenes person. She doesn't, all the fanfare and stuff like that. But you know what, Mom, we got it done. We got it done. So I'm excited. Big shout out and paying honor to my mom. I'm teary-eyed, but
yeah, I get it.
I know, because I talk a lot about my dad. But my mom, she's the steady. She was the rock. Lives in our family. She was what Dad was able to do. She was the person who held it down, not in the limelight. She knows her calling and her assignment. She was the rock. She was the one. Those of you who know Reverend Shine, walk behind Reverend Shine and alongside of him. So it's a woman named Barbara Shine.
Yes, a blessing.
And I'm so grateful.
A blessing.
To her. Yes, she's such a blessing. So thank you. Now you got me all teary-eyed again. Oh my God. But it's been a pleasure. We're excited. And again, thank you to everyone who tuned in and who will be watching.
Our producer, shout out to our producer.
Ken! Oh, Ken. Yes, Ken Rock will be in the house too, right?
I can't wait to meet him in person.
Yes, we're going to do some live podcasting, the whole 9 yards. So, yes, big shout out to I Can Rock, Kenneth Brown. Woo, woo, woo. So we're excited. Yes. So, again, one more time. I feel like we're in church, when the pastor said, and one more thing, or I'm about to close, and they keep going, and then say, I'm about to close again, right? So we got to go through like 10, I'm about to close, and then they finally close. So this time, we are definitely closing out this segment, this part of our last Facebook Live, bring you updates. What you said?
It's not the last one.
I enjoy these Facebook Lives because there's some amazing, great people. I'm going to say bye-bye, and until the next time, Lord's willing. Thank you, Sarah. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
One of the things that's great to be about the fact that we're talking about She Shines, and I'm looking at all these beautiful African American women. And last year, the reason why I know we're shining because I was a volunteer at this conference.
All male panel, questions about
love relationship from his perspective on how to love a woman. Oh, that was good.
Young people in, just to show them what's going on in the community and try to get them engaged in different types of employment opportunities. So